I guess if I was going to tell you about my story, it'd be a story of never belonging, never knowing anybody that has any similarity to me, never knowing why I felt isolated and alone in my childhood and probably even till today, really. I'm Carol Maney. I'm a photographer, a teacher and a victim of forced adoption over 2 generations. My first experience of forced adoption was when I was 16. I fell pregnant. I was sent to Hobart to an unmarried mother's home run by the Salvation Army. During that period of time, having a child out of wedlock, it was unacceptable. It would bring shame upon the family, so you were sent away in secrecy. When I went to the home, I didn't know anybody. I'd never been to Hobart, so I was sent to live amongst strangers. To give birth alone, with no family or support, and in environments where people were nasty, judgmental, and we were treated like we were nothing. My only memories of the birth were my waters breaking in the middle of the night. My next memory is waking up in an operating theatre with green tiles and lots of chrome, and I waited a long time. I was cold, so I decided I'd get off the trolley, and when I got off the trolley, all this blood went everywhere, and a nurse came in and I got in trouble for making a mess. I never got to hold my child. I never knew the gender of my child, nor the date of the birth. Initially, I thought that I'd done a really good job of forgetting, as I was told to. But I've come to understand that for those 9 days that I was at the hospital, that I was drugged. That was the procedure at that time. When you lose a child, they're always with you. And because you don't know what's happened to them, you carry a black hole that is always empty. But you always hope that they're safe and happy, and there was some good bloody reason that they did that to you. I had to wait 21 years before I met my child. It's like coming home, that you have someone that you have an affinity with, that I call love, because I love him as my child, but we're strangers. We share interests and looks, grey hair. I think that I'm a very lucky woman because I believe we have a good connection. My first experience of forced adoption was when I was 16. My second experience was at the age of 43, when I found out that I was actually adopted as well. I was shocked, but not surprised. It was an answer to all those questions that I had all my life, why I never felt like I belonged, why no one said that I had Auntie Mary's hands, why I always felt alone. I knew the procedure because I've been through it before. When I finally met my mother, Poppy, she was in shock. She had me when she was 25 years old. She was unwed and was drugged. She didn't know what she had. And it turns out that I have 2 siblings, 2 brothers who turned up at her house 21 years earlier. And so she didn't know about me. She thought she only had 2 boys. Not only was I adopted, it seems I was a triplet too, which was a shock to me, but also to my mother as well. Finding out that she actually had 3 children taken, I don't believe she ever came to terms with that. So what I did find out from a family member is that my brothers turned up around 21 years of age and that they had a relationship with her for about 15 years, and then for some reason they became estranged, and by the time that I had met her, talking about my brothers was a no-go area. I've been searching for my brothers for 17 years. They don't know that I exist, so they're not looking for me. I just keep on hitting a brick wall. I bought my mother's house here in Ross in 2016 after she died, in the hope that one day my brothers might return looking for her. My mother's house is really important to me. I feel like I have some closer connection with her and with my country. Unfortunately, my story is not unique. In Australia, there are about 250,000 young women who lost their children to adoption during the forced adoption era, from 1940s through to 1980. My hope for the future is that I will get to meet my brothers, that they will return here looking for our mother, that I will meet family and learn about who I am and where I come from.